Hi. Hello. Happy Saturday night. Another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody, except for you guys, my subscribers. I got some money because I just got paid. How I wish. I mean, literally the next verse. How I wish I had someone to talk to like you guys. I'm in an awful way. You guys. We do have stuff to discuss. We do have people to hang out with, even though I'm by myself in my apartment, on my couch, this space. I did put on makeup because, what have I to wear makeup for? I keep buying makeup during this pandemic. Might as well wear some. Drinking my wine with my aluminum straw. I'm really a creature of habit. I have been drinking a little more during this quarantine, but not a lot because it isn't like I drink like a whole bottle of wine. This bottle of wine that I have had like a glass or two, like I've had for the past 4 days. So I just keep having like one glass a night. This is attractive. Morning. Hi. Okay, everyone has wine. Good. Hi, guys. Karen's here. Brandy's here. Fee's here. Kiki Lee. Oh, and Sarah, girl, you look stunning at a movie with my kids, but had to hop in and say hi when I saw you were live. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. What movie are you seeing? Are you at a drive-in? Are you at a real movie? That's so interesting. Nalani, I just a fish tank. I named a fish after you. She attacks the others with funny attitude. Okay. Nalani, are you a member of my Facebook group, Vanity Farah? And if you don't mind, if you are on Facebook, can you take a picture of Chris Farah, the fish, and post it to Vanity Fair? I would ever be so appreciative. I just need to see, since I don't have any kids, I need to know what my namesake is. I had a fan on and it was making my eyes water a little bit. I'm so happy to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this Goonies at the Drive-In. Oh, that's perfect. You're a great mom. Yeah. It's a perfect thing. How cool. It'll be your kid. It's fine. I'm so happy you guys are here. Mr. C, everyone is in the house. Hot Cocoa Bang Bang. Honey, she's a long time. So I figured we would just go live and talk about the last episode of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, which is season 2 and episode 6 or 7. And it was aired Monday night, so it's Saturday night, which means that we have 2 more days until the next one. Juan and I fight over this. We fight over a lot of things, but one thing we fight over is that she was really excited about The Other Way, and so was I. But I have, in a billion years, if you were like, what do you like better, The Other Way or what now? No, what's it called? Happily Ever After. I'd be like The Other Way, but I'll be honest, this season so far is I can't believe we're already on episode 6. What's happened? Literally, what has happened? You guys tell me. I have some notes, but not a lot. You know what? I need a little lotion. I use this Trader Joe's Rose Oil Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream. Is great. I really love Trader Joe's beauty products. They have a whole rose collection. They have a rose water spray. They have a rose oil. I use the jojoba oil and the argan oil from Trader Joe's for taking off makeup, and the jojoba for the bottoms of my hair. They even have these coconut oil packs that are really, really great to travel with. Trader Joe's is really everything. Oh, Fee, thank you so much for that super chat. Is it it's like this. That's really, really nice. I appreciate it. Thumbs it up. Yes, honey. That little kitty is thumbsing it up. What a great reminder. So if you haven't yet, would you mind just hitting the like button on this video? It just goes into YouTube's smarts algorithm, and it says oh, people enjoy what's happening here. I would really appreciate it. Oh my God, another super chat. Sarah, yes, honey, Goonies. Just saying, hey, catch the whole thing later. Okay, Sarah, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for that super chat. Enjoy the Goonies with your kids. You have some lucky kids. Like you're a good mom. Just like doing some quality time with the kids on something that's like old school. I bet they're enjoying this drive-in. That's so cute. I really appreciate it. Lindsay's here, Mickey's here, everyone's here. I'm really excited. Okay, Renee. I hear there's a new Love After Lockup, but I don't know anything about it yet. I saw like one little preview. I mean, I saw the existence of one preview, but I haven't actually hit play yet. Okay. Let's talk about the people on this show. Okay, so I literally keep forgetting this person's name, and so I have to look it up because I'm like, what is Melissa, and the white dude that says Tim, that says Colombia, the way he should, God bless. Okay, let's talk about them. I mean, I get that like their whole thing is that Tim cheated on Melissa. And I do like the fact that all of his friends are like, you're dumb as hell. Like, Melissa is everything. We don't like you. I think I said this already, but like, they're like straight up like, your whole objective on this earth was to bring Melissa into our lives. We enjoy you. We're like not so much into, we enjoy her. We're not so much into you. Oh my God, another super chat. Bonnie Harmon. I love your channel, Chris. You're looking beautiful. Thank you. Yay. Thank you so much, Bonnie. I'm literally doing that emoji. I'm like, heart. That's so nice. Thank you. People like, I guess, my makeup. I just did like a bunch of like Pat McGrath on my eyeball. Like it's a lot. It looks gray. I was trying to do more like a purpley kind of thing. It's really gray though to me. And I'm using Coachella Coral on my lips. It's a Pat McGrath color. And then I have like all the highlighter on. I have like old fashioned Champagne Pop. Remember when Champagne Pop came on? It was the like first Becca highlighter everyone went crazy over. Anyway, thank you so much for those 3 super chats. Like Bonnie, Fee, Sarah. I got all you right. I did without even looking. I really, really appreciate from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Okay, so Tim is like, I don't know about Tim. I really don't. So like he's going to go to Colombia, as he says it right, and he has his mom coming to pack. Like we have a lot of similar themes in this season, and one similar theme is like across 90 Day Fiance is like moms be involved. If it's Debbie going, well, Debbie's involved in every moment of Colt's life, but like Debbie going to Brazil and Ari's mom going to Ethiopia and Devin's mom going to Korea, like moms be in the business, okay? Just like Avery's mom went to Syria, like moms be going. So in this situation, Tim has gotten his mom to like help pack, come over to pack. And Tim's mom is the first person that like says anything negative about Melissa, but she's like, I don't know. I think that Melissa might be like a little feisty, but really controlling, like everything has to be her way. And that's so interesting because we've heard like not nary a thing from anyone that's like anything bad about her. And I wonder if that's like her way of trying to defend her son's actions of having cheated on her, like kind of being like, well, he did cheat, but he had a reason. She's really controlling and feisty. Or if she's or if the mother is very controlling and feisty and then projects that onto Melissa. Like, aren't you someone interested? Like, because Tim and Melissa, like, if you were to look at them, if you were to like just aesthetically judge them from the way they look, which I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying if we were both like, let's talk about this. In the world we know, and our world is 90 Day Fiance, they give me kind of like a Corey Evelyn vibe, like sort of like a really nice, soft demeanored white dude and kind of like a super fun, little tan feisty spinner. You know what I'm saying? Right? So when Tim's mom's like, she's feisty and controlling, I was like, oh, is she like a little bit like Evelyn a little bit? Is that what's happening? It's so interesting though, because you would think that like someone who like I don't think Corey would cheat on Evelyn. So it's interesting that Tim cheated on her. And it was only a month before she came back. Like he knew she was coming back and he cheated on her like a month before and then tried to hide it. And it wasn't for the fact that Melissa like started to ask questions and like found out about it through his social media, which is so interesting. Like, how did she find it out? Like, I really want them to break it down. Like, I need Beef to come in. Was it a situation where like some girl left like Elisa and Usman style emoji heart on his Instagram profile and she like deep dived to find out who this girl was or something like that and then like found some sort of picture? What was it? Um so yeah, it's just like also like why couldn't you wait? Like he kind of was just like, oh, I was lonely, but like why didn't he wait like a month? And she still came when she still, I don't know. Mr. C, this guy's in therapy, too many characters. He needs it. So then yeah, he goes to his therapist, you know, which is I guess someone that Melissa was like, you should go see a therapist. And so he picked this nice woman. And he's going to her off and on. He like goes back and it's also revealed that he has not quit his job. That he in fact has just sort of felt like he got his like footing under himself, like because he like went to prison and he was just like into drugs and like, you know, whatever he was doing. And so now he feels like he sort of has his like shit together and now he has to like literally leave it all to go to Colombia and you know, to be with this woman. And the therapist is like, you better commit 100%. So I feel like the therapist is like, so quit your job. And I wonder, like, I don't, it's such an interesting perspective. Like, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the therapist. Like, why not just go there first and like see how things are a little bit? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have to quit your job yet, like if it's not necessary, like, yeah, enter that role when it's necessary. Are you guys also like, I also feel like I'm not used to therapists that like give a hard, fast opinion. Unless he is so wishy-washy and so beta that he just needs like someone to tell him what the hell to do. Like I go to a therapist and like she like never tells me what to do. Even if I ask her, she'll like, take a breath and then she'll ask me another question. And then I sort of like end up finding the answer within myself. You know what I'm saying? Like whether she leads me to an answer or not, it's so never like heavy handed in that way, you know, like, but she's so just like, you better commit or get off the shit or get the pot, you know, like, did she talk to Melisa? What does the mom think of the therapist? Okay, so we shall see what's going to happen. Also, like, side note is like but also like his job is just like telecommunications. Like, I don't feel like it's going to be that hard to jump back into that though, as well. I also like the fact that the therapist is like, well, what's going to happen if you don't find a job in Colombia? And it's like, is that an option? I mean, maybe the like job market is really hard there, but like, could he not? I mean, like, how well is his Spanish, and can he teach English? And is there something that he can do there? You know, like, and if he really can't find a job, not at all. I mean, what is he gonna do? Just beg on the streets? And okay, I have a question. Do you guys feel like it's near impossible for someone, you know, who's like educated and not addicted to drugs? And I feel like, is it hard? Do you think it's hard for him to get a job in Colombia? That's what I want to know. I need my Colombian subscribers. I need people that have like dealt with similar circumstance. Like, how hard is it for him to get a job? In the sense of, if he couldn't find a job, could he really just get one that maybe is a little less than what he wants to do? Or is there a possibility that he just won't ever find one? And that gets a real possibility. Mickey says he doesn't look like the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh, of course. No, he seems, I mean, wishy-washy with no backbone, honey. Not nothing. But I also feel like he looks trustworthy enough that he should be able to get a job. Whether he can retain it is his own situation. Great question, Mr. C. Does he speak Spanish? I mean, he sure says Colombia like he speaks Spanish. Colombia, Colombia. I have a situation where I tend to say I don't speak a language like I speak the language. Like, for instance, I don't speak Arabic, right? However, there have been times when I've said to a person that was speaking Arabic to me, "أنا بحكي عربي شوي." And that basically means I speak a little bit of Arabic or I don't speak a lot of Arabic. And then I think the way I say that, like either my accent's really good or whatever it is. And if you are Arabic and you're laughing at me, I hate you. But people will then continue to speak as if I didn't just say I only speak a little bit of Arabic. Je ne parle pas français. I have said that phrase so much, and people in French will just be like, la, 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 la. That's more Arabic, fake Arabic. But like, I do really like dumb down the way I say I don't speak certain languages. Anyway, this is not here or there. Fernando and Kenneth, honey. Okay, so Fernando has been like going around a little tour of telling all his family members that he's moving, right? Like first it was his sister, and then it was like his parent. Like one whole episode was him telling his sister. Then one whole episode was him telling his parents. That was like the last episode. So this episode was like he's to tell his daughter that like A, they're moving away from their grandparents. B, they're moving in with Kenneth. So, he takes her to the playground and, she's so cute. And he like, at first we're like, oh, is this going to be like a scary thing? But she loves that Kenneth. She loves herself some Kenneth. Like, he's like, okay, I have something to tell you. You know how you love Kenneth so much and you've always asked me if you can live with him because he's like your favorite person in the whole world? And she's like, yeah. Well, I'm granting you that wish, and she's like, yeah, she's just like, Kenneth, the one that buys me toys all the time? I'm going to live with Mr. Toy Factory? The one that always wants to kiss and hug me and gives me everything I want? I'm going to live with that one? That beats Grandpa. He grumpy. So I'm going to miss Grandma. She makes really yummy food. Are we still gonna live in that like ice cream? There's still like an ice cream place where you told my aunt that about you? That ice cream place looked good. I feel like, yeah, just Fernando like phrases it so interesting to his daughter. Like, I just thought that he'd be more like, I have some big news, like, it's just me and you, and we're going to try this new thing, but he's just like, how you already want to do this thing? I think I've said this before in another live, but like, and not to keep like talking about my own life, but one time my dad bought a home when I was really young, right? And he like wanted to manipulate me, which is like the story of my life, but he wanted to manipulate me for me to think that I had some say in the matter. Now, I was like super young. So like, why would I have any say in the matter? Like, obviously I wouldn't have any say in that. I was just like very like second grade or something like that. But he wanted me to think that I did. And so he already bought this house, right? Already bought it. And brings me to the house. And he's like, no. I lied. He goes, okay, let's make a checklist of your dream house, Chrissy. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm very young. He's like, do you want a white house or a black house? White? Do you want a house with your own bedroom? Or you want to share a bedroom? Which was weird at the time because it was just me and him. Okay. I was like, my own bedroom? Do you want a house with a big front yard or not a big front yard? And I was like, big front yard. Do you want a house, like that's by Fashion Island in Newport Beach, which is the mall area, or not by Fashion Island, Newport Beach? Like obviously he was like leading me down this thing where I, ended up like checking off everything that there's a house that he already bought. Big surprise. And then he's like, okay, I think I have the house for you. I'm going to show you this house. Tell me what you think. And I was like, okay. So I go with him, and he's like driving us. He's like driving me. I'm in the passenger seat, and he pulls up to the house I already bought that I ended up like growing up in. Whatever, God bless. And he pushes. Okay, there's like a gate, right? He pushes the gate, and then what he had forgotten was that like he had already left the answering machine message for the out, like so no one's there, right? Because he already bought the house, but he's with me. So like literally push the button, and it's like, you've reached the fair residence. And I was like, scared the hell out of me. Later on, I was like, yeah, he just like, he's a good salesperson, that dad. I kind of felt like a little bit like Fernando was doing with his daughter, like, I don't know. Do you want to live with the person that buys you gifts all the time, or not live with the person that buys? And live with the person that buys me gifts all the time. People, by the way, side note, I forgot, as I do those big noises, people are sometimes like listening in their headphones, and I've gotten like comments like, Chris, can you not scream? We're wearing headphones. And I forget about that. I'm so sorry. I scream all the time. Like I make a lot of big weird noises. Like it's just the nature of who I am. Anyway, so we cut to Kenneth. Kenneth's been driving. He's driving from St. Petersburg to Mexico. Okay, so it's day 3. He's like in the middle of Texas, honey. It's like a long ass time. He's there. He's with his dog. His dog is a long-haired Chihuahua named Truffle. Tongue. Is anything cuter in the world than when like a dog's tongue is just perma out? I love a dog's tongue that's perma. You just want to like. I'm gonna grab its little lip, close it back up, and get like my Charlotte Tilbury all over my hand. It'll take like 5 days to drive. It is a big drive, which also makes sense because I remember like Wa and I like watching him like saying goodbye to his family and then just like leaving, and we were kind of like, why are any of them driving him to the airport? And why is he just gonna leave his car at the airport? And then now we're like, oh no, he's driving there. We somehow missed all of that. Like that makes sense because he's moving there. Okay. Oh my goodness, Kiki Lee. It's Armando, not Fernando. Love you still. Kiki, I wish I could give you back the $2 because I owe you. You're right. It is. I don't know why I put Fernando. It's Armando. Mondo. I'm sorry. You're right. I love you. Armando. It's Armando. It's not Fernando. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I gotta call him Mondo. I appreciate you, Kiki Lee. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much you just did me a good solid, honey. Okay. So now we got back to Mondo, and Mondo's with he's like packing up his stuff, and is like with his daughter, and the sister's there, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave the daughter here for a week. I'm gonna go set up the place, be with Kenneth, and then I'm gonna come back in a week to get the girl. And also at that time, guess what? Kenneth's gonna be with me, and you're all gonna be okay with it. But to say goodbye and leave, his dad is like not present, or he's present. I mean, he's like in the compound but won't come out. It's interesting because this whole time, he's made it known that his family, his mother and father, think that the film crew, 90-day production crew, is there to just talk about like what life's like in Mexico. But then I'm like wondering if he's now at this point been like, and by what's life like in Mexico, specifically with me and Kenneth and you guys. I don't know if he's like, also what's going to happen to us and our 90-day fiance-ness. Like, I wonder if he's like been a little more clear about that. But the dad is like not coming out to say goodbye. Now the dad thought that like it would take some time. And now Armando is saying like, okay, and I'll tell you how much time you have. You have una semana. Una semana y Yo, oh God, come back. No, no, I don't know how to say it. Come, no. I know how to say leave. Salir. Well, that was neither here nor there. Anyway, I'll come back, and then you better be okay with it because Kent's gonna be with me. The dad doesn't come out, but then he's like, "Cisco, get mom. Go get her." So Cisco gets mom. Mom comes out. She's crying. She like it feels very sad. And he starts to tell her, he's like, "Look, in a week, I'm coming back for me, Iha, and I'm bringing Kenneth. So talk to dad, do whatever you have to do. That's what's happening." It's going to make very good TV because we're already in episode 7 of this documentary in Mexico, and something has to happen. And so, besides my sister's eyelashes, which have happened. So he does, honey, and he tells that to his mom. The mom's like, "Okay, I'll try and talk to him, but I don't know how much that mom can like get through to him. He seems like he's pretty macho and not so much a listener." But that dad is going to necesita escuchando. No, escuchar. Why do I keep trying to speak Spanish? I thought it was better than this, and I'm not. So let's move on to Jihoon and Devin. I have a problem with people's names. So where we are is like the whole fam and is at this bad apartment, right? Like there are many themes in the season. One is moms be going to places with their daughters. Second is shitty places, shitty apartments in the city. No one's going on apartmentfinder.com, honey, and no one's doing the diligent work of like making some like Google Map checkouts. No one's like reading a review. No one's like even going around and like talking to people who maybe live next door or something to see like what the real scoop is or whatever. But here we are, and everyone's mad. Like Devin's mad, Drusilla's mad, that baby's mad, the grandmother's mad. Jihoon's parents are also like, ugh. But like they are like disappointed, but like why don't they ever say anything to him? Like why doesn't the mom or dad be like, "You fucked up. You need to get your shit together." They don't though. So I mean, here's the thing. Jihoon knows he effed up, but like I guess my point is this gonna change any of his behavior? No. No. He's just not gonna be fucking for the rest of his life. So the morning after, Jihoon goes to get his wallet from his parents' house. How are you leaving your wallet at your parents' house? I'm sorry, but like, I don't leave my wallet. I don't even have a child, but like, you best believe my wallet, my keys, my cell phone are on my person. And I also have a tile attached to my keys, which means if something is lost, you can find it by either having your keys or having your phone. And you can put a tile on in your wallet too. Jihoon, like, what? Was this your like way of like not having any money to pay for anything? Like being like, ha ha ha, with her mom if we stop off and get some gas or if we need some food. And look who doesn't have his wallet. Is that what it is? Or did he have his wallet and he just wanted some big excuse? Because he goes for 2 hours to find his wallet or whatever. And he comes back and he's like, "We need to talk." And it's like, yeah, no shit. So I want to like, was his like parents like, "Come back to the house so we can yell at you without cameras"? That's what I hope happened. You have to find a new place. So he does, right? Goes back. They're like, "We'll talk outside." And he is trying very hard to converse with her, but his English is like not so great, which like leads to like the name of this episode. And she's also pissed, right? And so she's like, "I thought you said you had money." And he's like, "No, no, not so much like I'll pay for everything coming up. She's like, he's like, and he tried to say like that he had paid for her to come over here. And she's like, no, you didn't. I absolutely did. What are you talking about? And then she's like, we're going to have to move and you're going to have to help me pay for it. And he's like, I don't have any money. And she wants to be like, why don't you have any money? You just got paid. And he's trying to be like, yeah, but that went for my debt. Which, by the way, how the hell does he have debt? Ugh. Why? Because of like the whole like the legal thing. It's just like he's so dumb. He lives with his parents. You can't have debt. You can't like incur debt when you're like living with your parents. Just I'm so mad at him. I'm so mad for her. Like it makes me feel like I don't know. It makes me feel like there are some times, there's some times in which I feel like men aren't men anymore, right? And like when I mean men aren't men anymore, it's not like their old antics and like sexism ways are like be gone. Like thank God. But what I mean is that like men don't have the drive and confidence and security nor like any way in which to give that to someone they want to create a family with anymore. And it's like really upsetting. And I always see this like with other people and it's hard. This is a hard one. So he's like, Dep finished, stop. No, and she's like, all right. And then he's like, they're going back and forth in the translator and she's getting upset. And he's like, don't grumpy, stop. And he's like, if, like, I want you to stay, but if you're just going to keep talking about money, you can leave. And he says that, and then he realizes how shitty that sounds. He's like, but stay a couple more months. And honey, she just gets that. She's like, oh, I'm leaving when my mom does. She like drops the translator and mic. She's like, shh. There's men and then there's Jihoon, honey, but it's not just Jihoon. Pretty sure there has always been men like this. They just have visibility now. Okay, you're right. It's just that I don't know, like maybe I just find it difficult. Maybe I'm projecting my own insecurities onto the situation, like, or just letting this one instance validate my whole experience. Okay, so let's move on to Ari and Baby. So yeah, we did find. So there is a YouTube video of Baby's last wedding with his like last American lady, the one that he has a kid with, and it's a very lovely wedding. At one point, he does a dance that she also does, like of course. And I hope Ari watches this wedding YouTube, and so she can like not do the same things because it's gonna be really embarrassing if she does. Really lovely wedding though. It's like literally on like someone's like YouTube channel that's like their wedding video. Like it isn't like on like Starcasm. It's just like love through our eyes. It has like thousands of views. Okay. Ari goes on a 24-hour excursion with her mom right through Dubai to go to Ethiopia. She's pregnant, and I think that like with Ari specifically, I'm more aware of how hard this whole thing is to do when you're pregnant and like hormonal. I cannot imagine. She's not a little bit of pregnant. She's like all of the pregnant. I mean, like haram in my mind. I was like, did she get business class? It didn't look like she got business class. Would it be so pregnant and just have to be smushed in a seat? Did they upgrade? They should have upgraded her. Someone. Oh, Mariana, tell me. So much tea on Baby. I heard some not so much nice things about him and his wife, honey. Did you hear she say she needed extra small condoms because she got pregnant because the condom fell off? Yes. Yes, I did hear that. It's a loosey goosey condom. Anyway, yeah, I just felt really bad for her. So she gets to Ethiopia, and Binion's there. He brings flowers. He buys like more than one bunch, which is lovely and nice. She sees him. They run to each other. Now he has cut his hair and somehow lost weight. Like didn't like hasn't been like as like he was like stronger looking, I guess, before, and he had dreads, and those two things Ari was real into. And now he doesn't have those two things. So like Ari also keeps saying that she's gonna have to like reacquaint herself with him. And it makes me feel like she's feeling insecure over her general knowledge of him, who he is as a person and their relationship. She kind of like, yeah, I feel like hang out with him again, like see if I still want to do this, if I'm still into it, if it's all like as it was, which is like horrifying. She does. I mean, and I think maybe I don't know if this is like hormones talking or if she's just like in fact like also not in love with him yet, just to see if that's going to happen. Did this just happen to her? And she's going with it. Like she just like was like, I'll date this guy, and they fell into bed. The condom broke, and she got pregnant. And then she's like, I guess I'll have it in Ethiopia because he keeps talking about how he never gets to see his other child who's in America. So I'll give him the gift of being next to his child. Is that what it is? Why can't he? I always want to know exactly why he can't come to America. Like we just don't we're not letting any Ethiopian people in either. So he runs up and hugs her. She's like, "Don't smush my baby." And or he says that I'm not quite sure. And I think he says, "Don't smush my baby" when she hugs him. And then her mom's like, "Take care of my baby." God bless. But yeah, she's not into his hair. She's like, haha, yeah, it looks different, but I'm into it. Yeah, it's cool. How long will it take to grow those dreads back out? Can you like get some extension dreads until that happens? How about one of those hats? How about one of those hats that has the fake dreads out of it? I'll be cool with that. And can you like gain some weight? Cool. So they go back to the apartment that he has procured for them, which was his responsibility. Now, he did that. He did not do it. It wasn't like she had to like find her own apartment. He did find an apartment. And she was like, okay, I hope it's good. And he's like, okay, but also remember that it's Ethiopia. So, like, let's take those expectations down a little bit. So they get in this apartment. And I feel for Baby because I think that in his mind, he was like, there's running water. Like she said, sometimes the water turns out hot. That's check and check. And look, it's decorated. I don't even have to buy anything. There's blankets where there should be blankets. There's crosses where there should be crosses. There's what looks like Jesus-y crosses. This nice Jewish lady is going to live in now. So she walks in, she looks around, it's like black and white bedding and nothing's on the walls for some, I get it. Looks, they can't like poke holes in the walls. Like this apartment came furnished. You can tell that the furnishings aren't his, nor anyone. It's like just been there. It's there. I don't know whose shoes are in the bathroom. I'm guessing that's Baby's shoes, but there's a lot of shoes in the bathroom. I don't know if that's the best place to keep them. There's like one of the tiles is out on the bathroom floor, honey. She goes and checks out that bathroom and she says it smells like mold. And I don't know what she like. I don't know what she expected, and or if what she expected exists at like a price point that is feasible. Because I don't know how things work in Ethiopia. I've never been there, not even close. Because I'd be honest, when she gave me her list of things, and not just me, she gave it to everyone watching. She said, like now, she also said there was no toilet seat, but it looked like there was a toilet seat. It was just pulled up. She said, running water, hot water, indoor plumbing, electricity, and I mean those things exist. I mean you have to be a little more specific with men. How high percentage of thread count? do you want? What are the color palette that you would enjoy? Because this dark color palette's not for her. I mean, I also realize like I am particular when it comes to the aesthetics and comfort level of my life. Like I'm not super controlling when it comes to like what kind of like dinner we have or food or like what movie we watch or what entertainment we watch, but what like I am controlling over like the comfort level and aesthetics of my personal environment because I think that it compounds itself to whether I'm going to have like anxiety or not or what like it feeds into some of that stuff in my own like whatever my own clarity and like ability to be feel secure and protected. So yeah, she's like, "We're gonna have to move," and I just wanna know, what are the options? Maybe there are really good options, and I don't know. I can't wait to find out, Like, I feel bad because, he feels bad, but I do feel like he tried really hard, and, Ari's reaction, by the way, is so funny. She's just like, "I hate it, I hate it." No, it's horrible. I really am not into it. No, me and the baby are crying on the inside, let me tell you. No, I know it looks like I'm smiling and it looks like I'm happy and laughing, but no, yeah. So just interesting. That was the episode. There was no Brittany and no Yazin, So we're going to let that cups simmer for the week. We really don't need Tim. I mean, if Tim's only thing is that he cheated on this woman, ugh, we don't need them. So we'll see. But it's Saturday night, which means tomorrow night, Sunday, which means Happily Ever After comes back tomorrow. Yay! Lisa, hopefully she can stay at the hotel with her mother. Yeah. At least they're not doing the Jahoon thing where the mother's just staying with them. You move in for a month. This is Mickey or so, and you learn the lay of the land. Okay, yeah. Like a temporary, like first step, which is what he said. This is where you had to get here first, get to Ethiopia, and then now we know you like. We're gonna go together or whatever. She's like, cool. You can have a child in that place to start. I mean, that's what they keep saying. Though, like you can't have a child here. You can't have a child here. You can't have a child here. And my mind is sort of like, but people do have children there all of the time. They do though. Whether you want to have your child here, that's a different thing. But it's like hard to keep saying you can't have a child here. It's like there's a lot of people that have children in situations that are far worse. I mean, listen, I'm not saying I would, but pull Larissa, Daddy, I need money. Yeah. Ari's family is seems like they have some money. Jingle Jangle goes to bracelets. Yes, me. So we'll see what happens. At least baby seems legitimately concerned about finding her a place where she's comfy. Yes, absolutely. Jenny and Sumit. Was there any Jenny and Sumit? Oh, I guess there was, right? She just came. Oh, did I miss them? Oh my God, I did write stuff down. Oh, I guess I didn't. Oh, I think I did. It was just on a different page. Oh my God. Thank God that I was looking down. Jenny and Sumit. Jenny gets there. And Jenny gets to India and she doesn't ask about things right away, but then they go back to their place, and again, I forgot. Again, it's all about apartments that are not good enough. Not good enough, honey. When it comes to places that are good enough, these men don't know it. They're not into it. I'm so mad because I did write these things down. That's so interesting. Where did I put it? I write all my things down in a little note. Oh, who knows? How weird. Okay, so I can do it off the top of my head. So, okay, so she gets to India. She sees the place. They have some sort of, I don't know what it is, but they have some sort of cleansing ritual. Instead of sage, it's a cow that comes in. They burn other things. Johnny just rolls with it. I mean, she really does roll with this, honey. She's like tired as hell. She's like, doesn't want any of the cow to be there. She's like afraid of the cow, like doing the cow work on the cow floor. And she's like, okay, cool. And then she's like, thank God these people are out. And so is the cow, just gonna like peace out. So she goes to bed, honey. And the next morning, she's like with Sumit, and she's like, okay, I didn't ask Sumit yet about the divorce papers, which is what my kids wanted me to do before I got there. But I didn't want to wait until I wanted to wait until the next morning because I didn't want it to be like a whole thing when I got there. And she's like, sorry, we didn't make magic last night, or the wording of like whether she had sex with him or not was just horrible. Like I really wasn't into it. She was just like, sorry, the magic didn't happen. Okay. I'm glad the magic didn't happen. But they decide they're going to go put on clothes and they're going to go get some chai tea. So they go to a place and they get some chai. It's like tiny little chai, just the chaiest of the chai, like a little shy chai, like tiny chai. And by the way, Wa, once you see this, I'm gonna be like, I want that chai. She loves that chai. So it's really just like a shot of chai. And she takes it back and then she's like, thank you to the person. And I want to be like, girl, will you please learn how to say thank you in Indian? You can't be going around looking the way you do, like speaking English for all the small words. You got to learn the small words in the native language, Whatever it is, shukran, merci, gracias, grazie. It's not any of those, but you know what I'm saying? So they sit on a bench. Before they sit on a bench, she's like, first of all, one thing is that like, oh, Kiki, because I love you. I am like, just kidding, Chris. It's Armando, not Fernando. Oh, yeah. I love you, Kiki. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Like, that's make me LOL. Like, every time I see your name, I'd be like, Kiki got me on lock, honey. She knows I say those names wrong. Renee, they do speak English in India. Yes, but I feel like they're not speaking it to her when they say, like, ma'am, your chai tea. Like, I just feel like I want her to, like, just learn some Indian. So so at one point during the B-roll of like them being in India, there was like two men that had come to fisticuffs. Like they were like, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening here? Like, can we talk about what led to this? Like, what was the backstory? But then they get their chai tea, they're to go sit on a bench, and then she looks down and she sees like something, and she's like, it's blood on the floor. It's bleeding on the floor. And Sumit's like, no, it's just someone who like was eating Tabasco hot sauce and decided to spit it up. What do you guys think? Is that what it was? I don't know. I felt like it was blood. I thought it was blood. I was like, someone got slain on this park bench, not nary the night before. I thought it was tobacco. Oh, is that what he said? I thought he said Tabasco. Tasha, I thought he said Tabasco. Oh, tobacco, but tobacco's not red, is it? Like chewing tobacco? And isn't that a lot of chewing tobacco? Like, are you talking about like major league, but like chewing tobacco, like baseball players? Like, isn't that like black and kind of like stringy? I thought he said red tobacco. Oh, that's a thing? I don't know about tobacco. I don't know. I'm sure you guys are right. I'm dumb. I thought in my mind, I was like, so someone took like a whole bottle like Tabasco sauce over like already hot Indian food. It was like, it's too much! Onto the ground next to this bench? Honey. Yeah, maybe you're right. Oh, that really makes a lot more sense. Okay, tobacco. All right, guys. I still think it was blood. Have the respect to learn to pronounce people's names right. Well, yeah, if I know them. Yeah, I would if I like had to talk to them. I don't have to like I'm fine. I don't know them. They don't know me. We're not having a conversation. Um Okay, my grandmother chewed, and I knocked over his spit once, and it was the deep red blood. Okay. Wish you hadn't told me that, but I'm okay with it. Okay. I Oh, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Girl, I'm with you. I've never seen red tobacco. I mean, not never. I mean, not ever. I've never put tobacco in my mouth before. I definitely have like smoked tobacco before. I'm not like the most purest soul. Uh, One time I was doing a Chekhov play and Masha snorts it. She's snorting tobacco. And so I was like, I wonder what this is like. So I did it. And I'll tell you, like, don't do it. Don't snort tobacco. If you're like thinking about it, it's like it's really horrible. It's David. Okay, I'll try. I can't do my best. I mean, I can do my best. I'll try. But I'm not making any promises. Colleen. Ooh, Colleen, is that a new avatar pic? You giving me them blue eyes and those pink lips. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, Colleen. So yeah, then what are we talking about? They sit down, honey, and Jenny's like, what's up with them divorce papers, son? Yeah, the ones you were already supposed to give me, but you never did. And he's like, yeah, about them. I don't have them. And she's like, why the hell don't you have them? And he's trying to be like, why do I have to tell Jenny this? Like, I don't have them because it's not finalized yet. You want divorce papers, they haven't come down the pipe. But I think what she's trying to say is like, literally give me any legal paper that says that like you're divorcing. Like, because in America, like when you're going through like a legal situation, there's like papers back and forth, like motions and declarations, and it's like there's literally all this paperwork, and like she's like, how come you don't have like not a one? I mean, and again, I don't know how Indian court systems work, but it is like, how do you not have anything to show that like something illegal is afoot? Something legal is afoot. No, not illegal. Pertaining to the death of his marriage. So then he's like, all right, well, how about this? I'll take you to the courthouse and you'll see firsthand how hard it is for me to procure any sort of documentation about this. And she's like, great, let's go. And finish his chai. Just kidding. Like, let's get it done. And so that's like where they are with that. But like Jenny, seems to be very much like, I'll leave him. I'll still leave him, honey, if he doesn't get this divorce done. And then in the scenes that come next, they talk to one of his friends who's like, yeah, I've been trying to get divorced for 6 years. She's like, 6 years? Is that what's going to happen to you? No. Lindsay, thumbs it up, share, and subscribe. Yes, thumbs it up. Kiki, I don't know. I got divorced and I didn't have anything concrete until we went to court. Amicable, so maybe that's why. But okay, okay, when you went to court, so yeah, you didn't have anything. Like even like a bill from your lawyer. I guess not. I've never been divorced, but like, is there like? I mean, he could at this point just get on his lawyer's letterhead, right? Like, Sumit is going through the process of a divorce. Like, is that also like not what happens? I don't know. Sumit had a chance to get a paper before Jenny came. So that's a little confusing because, like, Bonnie, I hear you, but like, I thought Jenny thought that the divorce had already happened. And what he was trying to say is like, no, it hasn't happened yet. It's going to take longer. But like, it is interesting that he can't procure any sort of like, yeah, like, I feel like she would take anything at this point. Jenny won't leave Sumit. I know she keeps saying she will, but she won't, you know. I mean, like, do you think that, I keep pulling his hair down, do you think that Jenny really had no idea that Sumit was married? Doesn't it kind of feel like she did a little bit? And that, like, I could see a world in which she did thought that, or like knew, and then she'd come, like, like Yolanda went on this fucking show, like, the whole time knowing that Williams wasn't a real person. So what if she came on and then like knew that was gonna be like so dramatic, and then I think a lot of like the Jenny like what could have been faked. Oh yeah, Bonnie. I think Jenny knew Sumit was married. Yeah, Kiki Lee. I had an agreement drafted, but that's just something I made up with the lawyer. If I was Jenny, I wouldn't take it as proof. Totally. But Jenny just needs a morsel, a legal morsel. He still owes the wife's father money for marrying her, so don't think he can officially file for divorce. He can't even start the filing. He has to pay before he starts the filing. Oh, I think now Jenny should have known better. I mean, I think Diavin, Dive, Diavin. Is that her goddamn name? I'm sorry, I hate her name. I don't know. Diavin, you know who I'm talking about. She should know better. She should know better. Oh my God. You know who should know better? Kalani should know better. Kalani should know better. She should have, I mean, these are people that got pregnant after knowing. Jenny's too old to be using being in love as an excuse for her stupid decisions. And I will say this, that like, if for sure Jenny would be pregnant if she could already be. You know what I'm saying? She'd be pregnant. I get that there's an age difference. Yeah, she's not even 25. Jenny is like 62. Sure, but they act the exact same. Yes. You're right. Also, just know that, like, side note is, you know that this face we're seeing for Diavin or whatever is a completely different face than what she has now. Kalani Deaf, she's just something else. I know. Oh, purple green. Thank you. I love your life. Yes, but Jenny's not promising a family. Totally. Mickey, she can't. I mean, take note, Angela. Don't promise what you can't deliver. Oh, baby booze. You know what I'm going to do? Just because I can. Just say it like this, David. Oh, is that what it is? David. David. Oh, is it David? Oh, okay, good. You know what? You know what I think it is with them. I didn't watch the first half of the season that was the first Jenny and Sumit and David and Jihoon. So their names didn't like cement themselves into like the cells of my brain the way that they should have. Renee, I made lots of mistakes in my 20s, so I can't judge. Honey, I'm making a lot of mistakes in my 30s, you know? A lot of mistakes. Sumote. No, it's not Sumote. I know it's Sumit. I already talked about Jenny and Sum. Oh, bye. I would absolutely love to see you do comedy, Chris. Oh my God, if who knows what that's gonna be. I really want to do my character show Fancy again. Mickey and I have talked about this a little bit, but I really want to do that again. I'm looking to see like what I should do. Like, should I do it on Twitch, or if I should do it on, you know, like one of those things, or maybe I'll just do it on YouTube like this, and then just like tweet out the link. It's a little, yeah. There's so many like different social medias that like do streaming. Obviously, Instagram is streaming. I don't have a Fancy the Show YouTube account, but I do have a Fancy the Show Instagram account. So I'm like, do I do it through Fancy the Show's Instagram account, which doesn't have as many followers as either me on Instagram or this channel that you're watching now? So I really want to do that because I feel like that'll be fun. And that's something that like I can just like do whatever I want and not have to worry about. I don't know. It's harder for me to write comedy for myself to do just because, as opposed to having like prompts and ideas of things. I don't like just being like, oh, make up a set about whatever you want to talk about right now happening in the world, because like in this world right now, it's just like a lot of unfunny shit. right? I don't want to talk about COVID. I don't want to talk about, I mean, like, I do want to talk about Black Lives Matters, but like, not like in a funny way. Just, I don't know how to do it. I'm not a political, humorous person. I just never have been. Like, it's just not my strong suit. Like, I give a lot to people who do like political comedy and like social commentary comedy like that. The closest thing I get to that kind of stuff is like I do like doing like comedy that talks about, or like in a way talks about like feminism, gender, or sexuality. But so yeah, I'm going to do that podcast. That's another one. I'm gonna do the fancy thing first, and then I'll think about it. I'm reading this book right now called Invested that is about a girl whose dad's a money manager and investor, and they have a podcast also called Invested, and it's like her and her dad talking. I want to start listening to that. I feel like it's hard because like podcasts all have like such like, I know a lot of good gimmick ones, not gimmicks, but like, like gotta have a gimmick. A podcast that has like a great idea, it's just like fun, like you get immediately what it's going to be. I filmed a podcast over Zoom the other night with my friend Becky Feldman, who in her podcast is called Too Stupid to Live, and it's so cute and funny. And what she does is she just gets funny people on, they read a trashy romance novel and talk about it. So I did one once with her. It was really fun. We read like this stupid book called Fornicopia. And then, so we shot a Zoom podcast based upon that movie 365 DNI on Netflix, which is like this very problematic, weird Polish movie about like BDSM and sex. But it's not really about BDSM because it's like not a normal BDSM relationship. It's like kind of like modern day Beauty and the Beast, where like the beast kidnaps a beauty and holds him in her house until she falls in love with him. Okay, so but like that's a really good gimmick, like that podcast. Like, oh, bring a funny person on, read a romance novel, get to talk about that. And I'm not like famous enough to be like, it's just my podcast, just me talking about people and me, So it's like I have to think of like, which is what I want it to be. Like I just want to like interview funny people and have them tell me all of their secrets and then laugh about their secrets. So you guys are telling me 1 billion ways to say this woman's name. Her name is pronounced Devin, just not spelled that way. I've been saying Devin. Is it Devin? No, someone else said it was David. You guys are really making me confused. Yeah, I'll do the fancy thing first because I really like know what I want to do there, and then I can just like put on a bunch of makeup in that wig that I like wearing and just like find a way to like lace my own self into a corset, which is the hardest part. Don't be Ellen Chris, please. Obviously, I can't. I'm not nearly successful enough to be. Let's find her YouTube and hear her say her own name. It's Dev in or Dev on. David. You guys are literally, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing to me. Drusilla's mom. Drusilla's mom? Because I know how to spell that name. I mean, I know how to say it. Drusilla's mom, honey. I dreamed met Chris and her dad after her stand-up, and I told her that I liked that she talked about her dad getting a shirt. Oh, like wearing a shirt? Ah! Nikki, that was so funny also when I was like in my Vanity Fair before I went with Wall Live. I was like, guess what? I have a surprise. And you were like, it's your dad and he's going to wear a shirt. I wish I could get something like, my dad is very controlling. And so like sometimes he'll be like, I want to do this, I want you to shoot this. It'll be like on my channel to me. So do you want me to shoot something for you or you want to be on my channel? Sometimes he gets like self-conscious, he definitely like doesn't ever want to do like things when I'm doing lives already, and low key, I have like a little bit of like apprehension because, like, he's just like a very sweet, very lovely, very kind, good person. But just because he's like kind of an older dude, sometimes I'm like, I wonder if he would say anything that would be like suspect. Just because, Good night, gorgeous Bezos. Oh, Roxana, Anna. Thank you so much. Mwah. Good night, my love. Mr. C, please stop. I cannot go over how to say everyone's name. I'm gonna like start crying. But I want you guys to know and realize what you've done to me tonight and like know why, like, all right, well, if I say it somewhat around like the first and last syllable, that's all you can like honestly ask for me. I think I'm going to make tonight one chocolate chip cookie, which I saw a recipe for. I might make two just because I don't want to have to like use a tablespoon of an egg and throw the rest of the egg. So I want to try and find a chocolate chip cookie recipe that I can make that is enough just with one egg. I'll use that one egg tonight, make the chocolate chip cookies I want to make, and then I get to eat chocolate chip cookies. I love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been really fun. This has been I know I've been talking for a long time. Chris, how do we pronounce the baby's son's name? You are asking the wrong person. Taeyang. Taeyang. The fact that I can say Jihoon is good. I feel like it also like Jihoon also like I know I guess it's obviously it's Korean, but there's something about that also sounds like kind of Persian. Maybe that's why I'm like good at it. Like if I could say it in an Arabic accent, I'd be like Jihoon. I don't care about Davin's name when Jihoon is on screen. Oh, why you think Jihoon's hot? He's aesthetically pleasing and like he has good cheekbones, right? I really need you to know what that Davin's face looks like now. It's a completely different face. I mean, she went to that dermatologist, honey, and they just gave her that old Darcy Stacy 2 punch, like so all right, I'm gonna go make my one cookie. Dance, crash. I just got here. I missed everything. Yeah, honey. I've been live for an hour and 7 minutes, and I stopped talking about the episode. I mean, I went through all my notes by the time we got to like 41 minutes. I have literally been talking for like the past like 30 minutes about I don't even know cookies, how to say people's names. My dad. Binyam looks so cute with his haircut. He does. Maybe because I didn't get to know him with the dreads that it wasn't off-putting to me, but she seemed off-putted by the haircut. She seemed like she missed those dreads. Purple green. Now it's teasing you about the names. Look at all your emojis. It looks like members of like village people. Plisberry chocolate chip has a recipe on the back. Lisa, Plisberry chocolate chip has a recipe on the back. You sound like you. I still can't get over Debbie's voice in that last episode of Happily Ever After. Like, I'm so happy to watch Happily Ever After, Ramona. You have no idea, but like. Her being like, what makes you think that she'll be different this time? Oh, wait, how do I do it? Debbie, I did it. Cool. What makes you think she'll be different this time? I don't know. I really did a good job mimicking her voice in the last live I did. And now I have to go back and listen how I did it so that when I do it again, it'll be really pitch perfect on a point. Debbie in Brazil is going to be hilarious. Oh my God, I know. Did you see that one clip of just like him and Jess kissing in the front of the car, and then it like goes to cuts Debbie in the back, and she's like, "Oh." Happily Ever After is so good, and it's just so surprising sometimes because sometimes I just really hate when it's all old couples because I feel like they like know what's going to happen. They're trying to be fake and stuff like that. Oh my God. Refuse to watch B90. Big Ed is horrible. Marianne, thank you for that super chat. I completely agree. I completely agree. Well, I did watch before the 90 days, but I refuse to watch the Strikes Back thing. Has anyone here, oh, maybe let's all talk about it. Has anyone here been watching the Strikes Back? Like, I can't get over like Ed and like Tom being able to like have more screen time and like revel in how much people hate them. You know, like I don't want to hear Tom ever talk about Darcy or like her boobies or whatever. I just don't want, I think it's too negative to like have them be aware of their negativity talking about them. Like it's too meta. Like I don't, and I also feel like that kind of stuff just validates their need to put on stuff for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to like try. I think the best times in which 90 Day like is successful is when it maintains some sort of like docu-series feel, and every time it's falters is like when like the Ashley and the Jay like are trying so hard for screen time and drama. Like, you know, anyone that talks to like the 90 Day bloggers are like too much. I forgot that guy's name. You know, they all talk to that one Instagram guy who's you watch it for Avery. But it's like I feels like it's like Pillow Talk, right? Where it's just like a mishmash of everyone. You have to get everyone. Chris, have you seen Ed's mukbang video, Sloppy Eater Gross? No, I haven't. And I'll tell you right now, I'm never going to. Nope. No. No, thank you. Yolanda's fake reactions are, yeah, like I don't, they all, yeah, it's like, it's just going to give them all, you know, fodder to like be fake. I just don't enjoy it. Yeah, I watch about 5 minutes of Strikes Back. It's the worst people and just an obvious money grab. Yes. It's the worst people filming on their iPhones because we're in quarantine and it's, yeah. And plus it's like negative, you know, like it's them reading bad things about themselves and then reacting. Just like doesn't make me feel good. I mean, I know that I can be negative in these reviews about them, like, you know, for sure. Like, and we're kind of, you know, but as you guys know, if you're like in the realm of 90 Day Fiance, people get a lot meaner than me. A lot meaner. And people in comments and in Facebook groups are like, you know, absolutely vile for what they say about people. Like I try and be like a normal television watcher that watches it and has opinions based upon these people. But I like don't care enough to like truly hate anyone. Yeah, I don't like it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if I saw him in real life, I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't like throw a tomato at him, mostly because I feel like the tomato would win. But like, you know, so I don't need to like, oh my gosh, Vanessa, I love that you don't rush through these and hang out with us for a while. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I do want to make this cookie, honey, but people are coming in the room, so I'm gonna talk to people. I appreciate you, Habibti. I'm gonna talk to you in a second. Are you in the Orange Counts? I'm not now. I'm back in LA. How? I hope everything's good with your fam. Yeah, waiting for Yolanda's book, honey. It's an ebook. It's going to be coming out soon. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So my whole point is, yeah, like I don't like negativity or for the sake of being negative, like having a whole show based upon like having people's negative opinions about them and then having to watch them read it or take it in and then like giving something back to either other people in the cast or like whatever themselves. I just, it doesn't sound at all pleasing. Like I don't even feel like it sounds like something. Devin rhymes with heaven. Devin rhymes with heaven. If that's what it is, then I'll say it. I'll tell you right now, Stella, that someone else earlier on said David. They spelled it for me. Is it Devin? I'll say, I know Devin. I'm just going to pretend that A isn't there. I've known a Devin, and it was spelled Devon. Oh, thanks for giving a thumbs up. Yes, if you haven't yet, would you like giving this video, or would you like giving this video? It makes no sense. Would you mind giving this video a little thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs, 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 thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Not one of my best ones. Not one of my best. I know that. Stella is correct. Okay, Stella, you win. You really do win, Stella. Stella! How many cookies do you think I can make with one egg? And how much flour should I use? I wish I could just do this all with you right now. Should I try? Should I 2 cups of flour, Mickey? 2 cups of flour? Maybe I should just make this all with you right now. Is this weird? Okay. Ugh, let me see my apartment. But I don't bake. Mickey! That's kind of messy back there. Kitchen. Not dining room. Okay, guys. I made a steak. It didn't turn out well at all. So that's that. That's going to go in there. My cast iron skillet. Okay, I'm going to make 1 batch of cookies. I'm going to do it with you guys. It's going to be a long-ass live, but I'm going to have to, in the comments, be like, I stopped talking about the show at 1 hour and blah, 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 and then proceeded to make a cookie for the rest part of it. So yeah, if you get in this room at this point, yeah, fancy with the door. I have another fancy shot in my bedroom. If you get to this point, you're like, when's this bitch talk about 90 Day Fiance? Listen, I'm here, and if you guys ask me questions or want to talk about things, I will talk about it. But I have nothing more to say about this episode. I've been talking about this episode for a long time. Okay. Where's my really good? I guess I'll just use this bowl. Okay, now, how do I make a cookie? I am doing a live of me making my 1 cookie. Oh my God, Mickey. Okay, I'm going to open a new tab, new window. Small batch cookie baking. 1 egg. Use 1 egg and 4 different cookie recipes. Snickerdoodle, chocolate chip. Obviously, chocolate chip is what I'm going to make. Oh my God, I'm so excited. You're the best. Okay, I got to take out my fancy French butter. Fancy French butter. You don't need any milk, right, when you do this kind of stuff? Okay, that is what I'm going to use. Okay, oh, right. Da, 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 da. Small batch baking. God, it's a lot of other talk. Ingredients. Okay, flour, baking soda, salt, butter, brown sugar, white sugar, large egg, vanilla, chocolate chunks. Okay, so here's the good news. The only sugar I have is coconut sugar. I don't have any, so we're just going to, and the chocolate chips I have are these Lily's chocolate chips, which are stevia sweetened. So this will be kind of healthier. Yeah. That I have fancy, but I have real fat French butter. It's really great. And I have this organic Trader Joe's coconut sugar. That's brown-esque. It's brown. Okay, and this is my flour. Okay. And I do have, I think it said salt and baking soda or baking powder. What does Renee say? Preheat your oven. Okay. where I keep my grill pan. 350. Okay, that is preheating. She's right. Karen, Chris, I just love the way that Chris, listen to Renee, please. Okay, take off the bangles. Are they too loud? Are they really that loud? Monk food is a bit gamey. Okay, I did take off my bangles, but I better not. If I lose one, I'll be really pissed. Okay, I'm gonna put them in here. Did you preheat? Yes, I did. What kind of French butter? I have some Kerryman. I love Kerryman. This is called, well, it's called that. It's called Isigny Saint-Mare. Be d'Isigny. Oh, is it a D? No, I don't know. No, Burr of Isigny. Honey, it looks like that. I think I got it at Bristol Farms. Preheated it. I only have the coconut thing, so it's all I can do. Okay, and looking up, it's baking soda. Okay. I do have baking soda. Ugh. Is baking powder the same as baking soda? Yeah, right? It says I can use. It says that this baking powder is used for buttery cookies. Wait, do I have two kinds of Oh, wait, I do have baking soda. Oh, everyone's like, no. Okay. All right. I do have baking soda. By the way, it looks the exact same. I mean, it looks the exact same. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. I love you guys. Preheat oven. Everyone, believe me, that the oven's going at 3. It's being preheated. It's at doing 350. Okay, 6 tablespoons of flour. I'll get my egg out. My 1 egg. I already washed my hands. This will be my bowl. Okay, 6 tablespoons of, again, flour, which is 45 grams. What the hell? I'm going to kind of fudge the flour a little bit because I can't find, well, I guess I'll just use like an actual tablespoon. I think this is, I think, a tablespoon. I can't find my like tablespoon scoop. You know, it's like I don't, when I make food all the time, but I very rarely use like precise things. Oh, this is a 1.5 teaspoons. That's not good. 6 tablespoons. That's what it says in the small baking thing. I love that you guys are so upset. 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. Okay. Well, then that's good to know. This is a 1.5 teaspoon. So if I need 6, I could use 18 of these. That's easy. Okay, 6 tablespoons or 18 of this teaspoon. Okay. 1, 2. This is gonna be a little bit of a minute, guys. 3. I wish it just had said cups. 4. 5. 6. Did I do this math right? 7. Wait, what did I say? You said 3? Wait, what did you say? 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. Oh, no, 3 teaspoons. 3. Oh, yeah, no, this is right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. It's actually not a lot, but you know what I'm saying? It feels like a lot. Okay. You know what I realized is that I don't have like the best cookie place to bake them. Oh. Okay, I have these. These will be my cookie sheets. Just gonna give them a little rinse because it isn't like I use them that much. I'm gonna have a lot of fun dishes to wash before I go to bed tonight. Okay, so let's go back this thing. I think you need 12. You were correct. 18. It was 1.5 teaspoons in that black thing. So 1.5. 2 would be help me. Okay, that was 1.5 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. Yeah, 1.5. So each time I had to make 2. So that was too much, right? Wait, fuck. Oh, wait. Okay, let me think about this. Okay. 2 things equaled 3, which equaled 1. Yes, Renee, yes. So it was 12. Okay, that was my fault. It was 12. It was 12. But I didn't put anything in it yet, so I can just scoop back 6. This is a nightmare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Yes. Oh my God, you guys. Now there's 12. The domestic ordeal, I need all of the help. So no, this whole time, this is a nightmare. This is a 1.5 teaspoon thing. Someone said that 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. So 2 of these equaled 1 tablespoon. I was right. I was wrong. So you need 6 tablespoons. So you need 2 of these times 6, and that's 12. So I did it. I just fixed it. Initially I had done 18, and now I just scooped it back in. I can't believe I'm this dumb. I really can't. Okay, so that's my problem, and that's fine. Okay. I was a theater arts major, you guys. Okay, I need 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. What is this guy? I need, you know what? I'm gonna buy new things now. This is 1/3 teaspoon. Look how small 1/3 teaspoon is. You're telling me that I need 1/8 teaspoon? Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, good. I found a 1/4 teaspoon. I need 1/8 teaspoon? What the hell? I'm just gonna use half of this thing. Who the hell has 8 teaspoons? This is a nightmare. Okay, you guys, I really have to just make do with what I have. Okay, just fill it up halfway is what I say. Just fill this up halfway. People say a half. This is a fourth. For the amount of flour, it says 1/8 a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. Okay. That looks about half of a thing. And then TD, chewing tobacco, the spit is reddish, honey. You are not watching this in real time. You are not watching this in real time. Double up the rest of the recipe. No, I only have 1 egg. I can't. Oh, 1/4 a large egg. Oh no, I see why you want me to. I don't want to use only 1/4 of a large egg. Okay, let me think about this. I want to use a whole egg. I don't want to like, this is so hard. This is my egg. I just want to use this whole egg. Pinch. Sally, you just keep saying no to what? No to what, Sally? Okay, so let me think about this. Maybe I will add some more flour because they'll just double the whole thing. Because the truth is, I want to use a whole egg. And this is only says to use 1/4 a large egg, and that's a medium egg. Yeah, this is annoying. So I'm gonna, okay. So now that I know I have 12 things in there, maybe I'll just do another 12. I can't believe this is happening to me. Okay, double up the whole recipe. That's 5. This is a nightmare. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to do a big one for 11 and pretend that was 12. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm going to go back, put a little more salt in. That makes sense. That was kind of like 1/4 a teaspoon. People think that's fine. Okay, now I can go back and do, just double up the whole thing. What is this recipe? Okay, this is, I'm a food blog, but I'm going to double this recipe. Now I did. I lost it. Where'd it go? 12 tablespoons of flour. I did 1/4 baking soda, 1/4 of salt. So now it's going to tell me. So now I'm onto the sugars, the vanilla, the chocolate, and the butter. The thing is, I only have a whole egg will just make it chewier. Okay. I only have one type of sugar, and it's this brown kind of coconut sugar, so I'm just going to have to use all of this sugar. I also have maple syrup and agave nectar. Three tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of white sugar. So mostly brown sugar. Okay. 3 tablespoons. This is, I really hate baking. So we now know that 3 of these is 1 tablespoon, and I need 3. So that's 6. No use sugar, Mimi. What? Mimi, no use sugar? What are you talking about? No use sugar. You crazy. Okay, that was two. That was three. But I don't have any white sugar, so I'm going to do another one. It's going to be all coconut sugar. Well, you know, this is a little science experiment. No use sugar. No, why am I don't use the syrup? Okay, she means don't use maple syrup. Okay, great. I'm not going to do it. Okay, vanilla. A fourth a teaspoon of vanilla. It's hardly any. I'm going to do a little more. I like vanilla. Okay. Use some vanilla-y cookies. That's fine. Okay, what now? Oh, I was supposed to make these separate now. I will do the flour, the baking soda, and salt, and then the other one I was supposed to do the butter and the sugars until light and fluffy. God damn it. I put it all in here. Okay, so this is the sugars and the flours. I'm just mixing it now with my hands and the vanilla. So I guess I'll whip the egg. Egg and wine. Yes. Oh, I forgot about my wine. This is the salt. Mix in the egg and vanilla. Stir in the flour. Make sure being careful to overmix. A couple of visible streaks of flours. Okay, stir in chocolate. At this point, there should be no visible streaks of flour. Okay. This is interesting. Maybe wait on the wine. Yeah, I won't drink any more wine until this is being in the oven and cooking. I'm not even drunk. I'm not good at baking. It's too like precise. I'm not a precise person. Maybe I should just, I think that like the whole thing is like once you get good at it, you don't have to worry so much. But this is like the second time I've ever made cookies. Fresh. Okay, well, now I've mixed that like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is whip my egg. I think I want to whip it in something that'll be easier to pour. I'll whip it in this NutriBullet thing. Okay, where'd you go, egg? There you are. Okay. I just shook the egg. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Show us the bowl. It's like pretty much all of the dry ingredients. There's no butter in here yet. And the vanilla is like the liquid thing that I had put in there already. The powders, the sugars, the baking soda, and the salt and vanilla. Now she's whipping this egg. Japanese cheesecake? What the hell is Japanese cheesecake? You guys are, I love you guys. How many people in this room? There's still 170 some people in this room. That's hilarious. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the cooking says. They say, okay, stir in the vanilla. Okay. I was supposed to do the butters with the sugar, so. I wouldn't call this egg fluffy, but I gotta put this butter in. Okay. How much butter? 2 tablespoons of unsalted, melted, and cooled. I mean, melted is a big word. Should I use like a pan to melt my butter? No, it's supposed to be cooled. That's fine. I'm just gonna use my fingers, but it says 2 tablespoons, and I know now that I gotta use like 4. Also, I like buttery cookies. Okay, that looks around 4-ish. It's kind of hot. Maybe I should try and melt this butter first? Microwave. I don't have a microwave. I don't have a microwave. I can use my hands. When you bake, it's best all ingredients are at room temp. I mean, the butter isn't freezing. It's been sitting out half the cube, including egg in the butter. Do you think I should put the butter with the egg? Still low heat. Okay. You guys really want me to do it, so. I'm just gonna put it into the thing for a second. That's what I'm doing, guys. Put the butter into the oven, okay? No what? Mickey, no what? Heating the egg in the butter will cook the egg. I just put the butter in itself in a little porcelain thing and put it in the thing. I didn't put the egg together with the butter. Just the butter in the oven to like bring it back down. No, the egg not be undercooked for, no, the egg, no be, what? The egg and the butter are not together. I am heating the butter. The butter is in the oven in its own little receptacle. You know what's really easy that I also made, and like a lot easier than this shit, is I made homemade ice cream, which I actually now realize I can eat on the side of my cookie if I want. Which I made like this mason jar ice cream. I'm just gonna tell you how to do this. I know how to do this now. Get a mason jar. Mason jar usually has like numbers to tell you like things. This side says cups. You put a cup of cream. So I put a cup of cream in, and then all you do is put like however much sugar you want. I mean, you know, that's what I did. Like a 1/4 cup maybe. Some salt and some vanilla, and then you shake it like a shake weight, honey. Shake it till like the milk or the cream doubles in size, and you just freeze it. And it's so good. She looks tall. Me? Yeah, I'm 5'8". Heat the butter. Yes, good. Okay, super easy. 4 ingredients. Yes. Okay, let's look at the butter now and see where we are. Yeah, she looks tall. I am. Just gonna scoop it around. Okay. This is fun. I'm really learning a lot. Okay, so maybe I'll use this to grease this cookie thing a little bit. I went the wrong side. I hate this. You guys, I just greased the wrong side of this. What is my life? Oh my God. Okay, everything is fine. Everything is really good. And I appreciate you guys being here for this journey. This is the wrong side, though. This is the side. Okay, everything's cool. I'll tell you, I can't wait to get these cookies onto this thing. Okay. Microwave. People really think I want a microwave. I get it. Why wouldn't I want a microwave? I don't. I only have a little toaster oven, like Ramona Singer style, and a big ass oven, which is the one I'm using right now. I just don't like microwaves. I never feel like I ever microwaved anything. I've been like, ooh, I'm so glad I used that as my preferred method of cooking. Woo, it's hot. Okay. That butter is melting. Okay, cannot freaking wait to put this all together. Okay. This, by the way, this thing I'm saying says I have to like refrigerate the cookie dough. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, right? I don't think I have to do that. No, I just touched the bowl. I didn't burn myself too bad. That's fine. Okay. How hot is it? The butter is kind of hot. Okay, I'll pour that in. Okay. This is a nightmare. Okay. Now that I've incorporated some of that, I'll put the egg in. It shouldn't do it badly because it's not that hot, the butter. Okay. Now I'm just mixing this all together. I think I have to use my fingers for this. This is hard. Okay, she's using her fingers. Oh, I missed a super chat, sister. I'm sorry, my love. I can't scroll up right now, but I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I'm like going through it live with you guys right now. Okay. Get back in there. This is going to be interesting cookies. I think the most important thing is the butter, which I feel good about. I kind of wish there was maybe a little more butter in this. It feels a little dry. I guess it's coming together. Okay. This is interesting. No, this is fun. This is good times. I mean, will I ever do this again? Sure. But like, I hopefully will be better at it. So it'll be some time, you know. But, you know, things are coming together. Thank God I did not like do my nails before this. It's the perfect time because I just happened to take off all my nail polish and was just letting them breathe. It would have been really bad if I had put on stuff today. Okay, getting all the little bits off. Is there any more egg, little extra wetness I can put in there? Okay. This is still somewhat hot. Can you believe I touched it before? I can't. Oh God, this is the worst. Okay. Okay, so now that that is all somewhat incorporated, now I get to add the best part, which is the chocolate chips. Okay. Okay, should I taste a little bit? I know that you're not supposed to taste it a little bit. You can, right? Sometimes. Just to see if it tastes good. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's definitely not the sweetest, you know, because the coconut sugar isn't the sweetest. So, what if I added just a little more butter and a little more sugar? That's where I am right now. Is that I think it could be a little more butter and a little more sugar. There's the butter. Because the sugar is coconut sugar. So is it really sweet? No. So just like not a lot, but a little more. Okay. I hope I didn't like ruin the dimensions of this, but I felt like it's kind of still be like sweet. It's a cookie. Okay, now I can add my choco chips. There's so much cookie dough in here. Okay, where are you guys at? Horton cares for who? Love you, Chris. At least you're beautiful. I'm sorry. I didn't forget that you were still here. It's just that I got a little like lost in myself. Okay, so that's where we are. But the thing is now, look, I'm cutting this. We're having a cooking class. You're really not. You're like, this is like some sort of class where you teach me how to cook and I just show you. It's like you're teaching this cooking class. Okay. 1/4 cup of dark chunks, chips, and flaky salt. Share the cutting. Okay, I will. Okay, 1/4 cup of these things. Like, do I know off the top of my head what 1/4 cup is? No, but I'm just gonna guess it's like a handful. And then a little extra for good measure. Okay. So this is where we're at, okay? This is where we're at. It's a very brown dough, and I just pour the stuff in. So I'm just kind of, it's dry, so it just feels dry a little bit. Like I kind of wish I could put a little bit of water onto it. Sally. Sally. I'm dying. I feel like I can really like hear those eyes. You know, I can hear them. Yeah, everyone's skeptical. Everyone's really skeptical, and I don't blame you. I really don't. I'm gonna have to relabel this video. Like, I talk about this episode, and then I just decide to make cookies with everyone, and I'm really bad at it. Yeah, I'll tell you, the chocolate chips are melting in my hand. Oh, this is a really horrible angle. The chocolate chips are melting into my hand, into the cookies, the cookie dough. Which I guess is just going to happen anyway, right? Maybe when I make these, I might add a little more chocolates on top. For what I lack in white and brown sugar, I can make up for in chocolates. Okay. This is interesting. It's an interesting thing. One time I made cookies with my cousin Kristen. It was the first time I made them, and they were not like this. Okay. So I somewhat had put a little butter on the other side to wash my hands, because if you can imagine, oh my God, I have so much chocolate in my nails. I'm going to take this and a little of the beurre, which is how you say butter in French, and butter my cookie thing. Okay, so look, I'm doing things. Oh, Lisa. One is before you change up. Wait, what? Experiment. I would say make a cookie with it as it is and make others with your changes. Okay. Wait, Mickey, you mean like make one now and then bake it and then eat it and then wait and then make more? Make it in a small bowl. Put it in your pan. What would I have to do? What I would do differently? Make them at the same time. Okay. Do I have a cookie? Do I have an ice cream scoop? I should have an ice cream scoop. No. I thought I had an ice cream scoop. I could have sworn I had an ice cream scoop. There's a big one. I know. I can just use a thing, but okay. Well, here we go. That's what the ball looks like. And I'm putting the ball onto my cookie dough. So this is not going to be a big batch. I don't have that many. That's kind of a bigger cookie than these other ones. Maybe I should take some away. I think it's going to be good. No, I think it's going to be good. I mean, But like, you know, I mean, is it not going to taste good? The dough tasted pretty okay. I mean, it's chocolate and dough and butter and like sugar. Is it the best cookie I ever had? Maybe not, but I still have promise. It looks good. Like, 'cause I like the brownness of it. If this turns out really good, I'm gonna have you all going out to buy French butter and make sure there's another part. French butter, coconut sugar, and stevia sweetened chocolate chips. I'm just gonna make 6 of them. Someone's like, yeah, perfect little 6 balls. The only thing is a little bit like the chocolate has melted. That's why I want to add a little more. But I'm not going to. Okay. You guys. See, they're really brown. And the chocolate you can see has somewhat melted into it already. I'm going to not add more. Oh. I'm not going to add more chocolate chips. I feel like I do want to add maybe like some salt at the end of this, like on top. And I also feel like I still want to add more coconut sugar on top. What does Sally say? It will taste great, especially with ice cream. 1 to 2 cookies turn into 9. Yes, Karen, that is exactly what happened. And it was because I wanted to use all of the egg. I don't want to, like, I might as well, I mean, if I have a whole egg. Okay. I'm doing it. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. 350. And how long do you think I should leave them on for? This recipe actually says to do it 375. This is 20 minutes. So I'm going to cook time. Start. 20 minutes is a long ass time. Why are they so brown? Anyone? Because 2 things. The coconut sugar is brown that I used, and the chocolate started to melt into the cookie dough, and so that also made it brown. Here's the thing. Can I reasonably keep this live going for another 20 minutes so you guys can see what it looks like at the end? Or should I just hang up with you guys and be like, go to my Instagram or go to Vanity Fair and I'll post pictures or a video of the live results? What do you guys think I should do? I wish I could post edit this video and then make 2 videos out of this. My coconut sugar is not that dark. Really? Mine is. Yeah, I have a couple of, they're all like brown. People are already invested. 8 minutes. That recipe said 20, and it was at a lower temperature than my oven. That's hot in here, by the way. Let me put my fan back on. And it was a lower temperature. It's 10:12. There's 190 people here. How are you? I can't imagine. What else do you use coconut sugar for? The ice cream that I made, I use coconut sugar like I don't have any regular sugar. I don't really eat a lot of like sugar stuff. So like mostly yeah, because in my coffee I use a creamer that has like sugar in it, believe me. And just to have, I guess, for baking, I guess. Coconut sugar should be better for you. Yeah, I guess that's why. But like, people say that and monk fruit sweetener. Someone else said monk fruit could be gamey. You look amazing. Oh my god, thank you. I'm like bending over right now. I'm not being. I just like putting my boobs in your guys' face. I'm really sorry. Check it at 12. The recipe said to refrigerate first. You're right, Sally. Okay, so 12 minutes would be 10:24. Oh, my cousin Kristen called me. Okay. I'm gonna send a little thingy for myself saying to check it in 12 minutes. You're right. It was supposed to be refrigerated, and I didn't refrigerate it. Obviously. It's pretty much like I feel like it's cooking in my hand. Okay, 10:25. I'm gonna go check it. Have you guys been watching Ramsterdam? Here's the thing. You are 2 hours late, yes. Especially if you like want me to like go over the episode I did like a billion years ago. And in the past hour, I started baking what was supposed to be one or two chocolate chip cookies, which then snowballed into however many chocolate chip cookies, which just ended up being 9 to use a whole egg. Have you guys, I'll talk about other things. Have you guys watched any of Supermarket Sweep that's on Netflix now? Did you guys watch Supermarket Sweep when we were like all in the 90s? I love Supermarket Sweep. That and Shop Till You Drop. Are you kidding me? I loved it. So Netflix dropped like 6 to 9 episodes from the 90s, like straight up, and they're so crazy. I'm excited that you guys are excited about these cookies. Yeah, I'm end up making 9 cookies. I'm so confused. I dozed off watching Review 90 Days and wake up to you baking. What are you making exactly? Lilliputian cookies? What's Lilliputian? No, I have not. First, I don't know what those cookies are. Yes, I'm baking. Have you watched Single Wives on Netflix? No. What's Single Wives? Single Wives? Amazon Prime has 2,000 Supermarket Sweep. My God, so much Supermarket Sweep at our fingertips. Oh, yeah. And then Rishi's Unsolved Mysteries is also there. I tried to get through the first one, and like, I didn't know. Like, the first one was kind of like blah. I felt like I was a little bored by it. I remember that it being like more interesting before, but I also remember being scared in my mind watching it. What is single? Okay, well let's look up Single Wives, honey. What's Single Wives? Looking for a second chance at love, 4 formerly married women are put in various romantic situations. I receive feedback from a dating coach. Oh! Starring Fifi Box and Matthew Hussey. There's someone named Fifi Box. That's really interesting. I started to also watch Dating Around, which is like another Netflix dating show. It's Australian. Oh, that's good to know. I don't like unsolved mysteries. I like solved ones. But every solved mystery has to start being an unsolved one first. All were married or widowed and getting back to dating. Australian, great to watch. Accent alone. Oh yeah, the guy that jumped or was pushed was scary-ish. I know. Can you imagine just like going like, what's that dot? Oh, I don't want to give it away, but like, yeah, no. I love this. It's like I'm visiting a friend and just chatting us to cook some cookie for us. Yeah, I wish you guys could have one. Mostly because I don't want to be stuck now with 9 chocolate chip cookies in my life. I really only wanted like one, maybe two. But I can't. I'm like a dangerous person. I can't just have yummy things at my disposal. Like I'll eat them. This like quarantine is like no joke. Like I'm taking a hit workout tomorrow in my house. I'm zooming a hit Pilates workout. But until then, gulp, 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 gulp. Um, Amsterdam, don't give them all away. I haven't watched them yet. I don't want to read them. Yeah, I only watched the first Unsolved Mysteries and the first Supermarket Sweep and the first Hating Around. People are watching. What are they watching? Oh, that one on HBO, Michaela. Oh, no, that's not how you say her name. Gosh, I'm bad. I May Destroy You. People are talking about I May Destroy You. And that's English, and they have a bunch of crazy accents there too. People really love it though. I guess there's a Netflix thing called Palm Springs people really like. I'm doing a kettlebell workout at my house on Sunday. Oh my goodness gracious. Sally, store them individually. I think I have to freeze them. Long Shot on Netflix documentary. Okay. In 2004, an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm helped clear a man of murder charges by featuring the alleged killer in a scene shot during Los Angeles Dodgers. Wait, what? An episode helped clear a man of murder charges by featuring the alleged killer in a scene shot during a Los Angeles Dodgers baseball game. Long shot. Interesting. People are invested in these cookies, honey. Karen, when you say Fleabag isn't coming back, what do you mean by that? Like now or ever? Because it was very popular. Oh, Hannah in one day. It was okay. Yeah, I saw the billboards. I just was not into it. Sometimes a series has to stop. Fleabag is that series. Go and come back. Well, here's the thing. Pretty much I get to check it in 4 minutes now anyway. It might be done because of the fact that I didn't have to, I didn't refrigerate it beforehand. I don't understand why they told me to refrigerate it. Maybe they told me to refrigerate it so the chocolate would go back to being hard. Good night, loves. It's 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Thanks for the live, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's late. It's late here in LA. We're like the second to last time zone. Nikki, it's so late where you are. Everyone in Hawaii, though, can stay up with me. Okay. Anyone, just so you know, I'll take pictures of this and put pictures of this on Vanity Fair. So if you need to go to bed and you're invested in these chocolate cookies, honey, I will not disappoint you. Please say hi to us. Hi, Giselle Alfaro. What a beautiful name. I like the name Giselle. Chocolate chip cookies bake best when scooped 1/4 of a cup. You mean when you're making them? 120 here. I'm not going anywhere. Thumbs it up. Oh yeah. Weirdly enough, I'll just say this: there's like 205 people there here, and that's like more than I had during when I talked about 90 Day Fiance. I really wish I could just. I wish that in YouTube I could just cut the first part of this video and make it a standalone live, and then I wish I could have just kept going with this cookie live after that. I wish that it would let me do that. But what can you do? I wish you could taste the cookie too. The Old Guard on Netflix. Okay, so good. 1 a.m. here in Barbados. Oh, Barbados. How lovely. Me too. I'm excited to see these cookies too. And 1 minute is my first check. And you obviously are going with me, even though I just plugged in everything to the thing. It's done. Oh, I'm excited. My favorite kind of cookies are like super. I like them crispy, like mostly crispy, very much crispy on the edges, crispy on the bottom, and then just like slightly soft in the middle. No, this is how things happen organically. Hmm. You know what's weird? I haven't talked about my love life or like sex or like men at all this whole time. I feel like often we talk about that stuff. People like Russian doll too. Sally, those eyes, honey, I can feel them in my soul. Did you discuss the red table talk? No, I only read. I'm trying to take you with me to go look at the cookies. I only read a manuscript of it because I like didn't want to watch the whole thing because I thought it was a little like contrived. Yeah, they had to be like, oh, like we at first didn't want to talk about this because there was so much more important things to talk about in this world. I was like, then don't talk about it. Okay. 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 They're kind of like, when are they gonna like? Should I have smushed them out? They're not smushed out. They're still like little balls. Can you see that? They're just not done yet, right? Can I touch it? Why are they still ball-like? Smash. Do I get a fork and smash them down? This is the worst angle possible, but I think it'll work. Smash them down like a peanut butter cookie. Okay, honeys. Okay. I know. Okay. Okay. They're very cakey. They got a cake like consistency, okay, if I was to be honest. And they're on the second. That one felt good. Okay. Trying to do this with one goddamn hand isn't the easiest. I don't know about this, guys. This is real suspect. Real suspect. They are thick and somewhat cakey. This is better. Must be the coconut sugar, right? Okay, well I did smush them down. Yeah, not that sweet. They are warm. They need more sweetness. Okay, this is, now I'm just gonna fucking, now we're gonna play. Where's my agave nectar? It needs like, honey, it needs something. I'll tell you. It's not sweet. Okay, I need help. Okay. I need like my agave nectar. I need to put something else on it that's sweet. Where did my agave nectar go? You guys said I could use maple syrup. There it is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to add agave nectar to these. No one likes this, okay? I get that no one likes it, but okay. Oh. This is interesting. It is interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to this is not ideal, okay? This is not an ideal situation. And I know that, and you know that. But sometimes you gotta make it work. It definitely needs more sweetness, okay? It just definitely does. And agave nectar is super sweet. And it's a liquid. Okay, so now that I've done that, I don't know where I am in things. I'm gonna add a few more chocolate chips, just on top of the agave nectar, so it doesn't look weird. I mean, it looks horrible, you know, so it's like, I'm just trying my best. Get over there, little agave. Listen, don't let me ever bake anything for you, but have me cook things for you. Like, I can make really yummy, savory things. This is just not my specialty. Why is my nose running this much? I know, we're not done yet. Okay, so now I'm also going to add a little, I understand. Okay, so I'm just going to put this back in the oven for like a second. Wine time. My nose is running from the oven. I'm with Sally. Ice cream is your only choice at this point. Well, honey, I just put that agave nectar on there, and then I added more chocolate, and then you saw what I did. Then I put salt on top of that because I just was like, might as well put all the ingredients, but more of all the ingredients, you know. You know what's gonna suck? Washing those dishes is gonna suck. I had to blow my nose so bad, but I have so much makeup on. Well, you know, I'm glad I did this, and I'm glad I did it with you guys. Because, like, if I had did this by myself, and that was, like, what happened during this, I'd be, like, so sad. And I would never talk about it. And if I had put this on Instagram, I would have just deleted the stories. I wish I could hear you too, Kevin. I'm like so embarrassed. It's so hot in my apartment. Can you imagine? It's really hot. Okay. I have to blow my nose. Sorry. Yeah. I'm really sorry about that. It's gross. But I also was like, I can't just have things like snake down my nose in the middle of this. People are saying get the ice cream out. I understand that. Just get the ice cream out. Oh, by the way, so nice and cold. Okay, you can't mess up ice cream. I said I don't like baking. Look how hard it is to look how easy it is to mess up. Like if this was like cooking something, it's like, oh, the taste is kind of weird, or the consistency. I can change things by adding a little like flour or cornstarch, or like just so much easier to like just cook and not like bake. Baking is a nightmare. Okay. I'm going to take them out. Okay, let's look at them. This is what they look like, okay? They look weird. I don't understand why. I cannot in a billion years know why they didn't like melt down. Or was it not enough butter? Honey, I don't know. But the fact that they stayed into balls are like, can you imagine me seeing that they stayed into balls? That's crazy. You cooking steak was like one of the best. Oh, I remember that. I like cooking things that are easy for me to cook. What a nightmare this has been. Okay, well, I'm going to get a little tiny thing. I'm going to put a little tiny of it into it, and then I guess I'll just break open a cookie and put it in there. Put them back in for 5 minutes. I think that honestly, if I do, they're going to be like burnt. They're brown. They got an nectar. If I had put it, I cannot tell you what I did. I mean, everything I did is what I did wrong. Look how good I ate some yesterday, but look how good this ice cream is. Ice cream wins. Cookie lose. Okay, guys. They were brown to start with. Yes, you're right, but they look browner. I really appreciate you guys being along for this journey. Oof. Okay, cookie, ice cream. Interesting. I can't tell you how hot it is in my kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna have to try one of these. They're hard. They're quite hard. But okay. It's all about taste though, right? They are hot. Okay. They smell okay. It's like the consistency of a scone. that is like chocolate flavored and not sweet. It's like a chocolate flavored scone. That's just, yeah, not sweet. I just said those are the things. That's what it is. Okay. So if I think of it as that way, it's not bad. If I'm like, how's that chocolate chip cookie? I'd be like, what chocolate chip cookie? This is not one of these. They always say baking is a science and you have to get everything right. And they really mean it, don't they? I can't believe it. Are they all gonna taste like that? Yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna eat it with my ice cream. If I didn't have the ice cream, this would be a wash. I would have thrown them away. It's with the ice cream that like somehow is okay with it. And maybe this is good because now I won't eat all the rest ones because they're not good. I mean, I won't even give these away. I mean, I would be way embarrassed if I was like, I baked these cookies. Do you guys want to try some? Like, I won't, you know. I'm really surprised at how hard this was for me. But is it my fault? I should have had sugar. Like, what went wrong? What went wrong? The sugar? The way that I was trying to count the flour? No, okay. This is what I think went wrong. Not having the right sugar and not having appropriate. I need to get better measuring utensils, obviously, right? Or do you think that it was maybe also the recipe? Okay. Karen blames the recipe, which is so sweet of her to do. Not following the recipe. I did for the most part. I just doubled it. And, like didn't have the sugars. But I even used the right baking thing, like baking powder. With the ice cream is not bad. It's still like chocolatey and kind of warm. And the ice cream is like cool, vanilla-y. It's good. Amsterdam, start with cake. Always start with cake with baking. Really? The Mr. Gordita, I feel that. The sugar is what I definitely didn't have any of. I'm surprised I don't have sugar. Okay. Now that I keep eating this, it's getting better. But definitely the ice cream is like what's making it really great. Buy all the exact ingredients and come back next week to make cookies. I want to go live tomorrow night for Happily Ever After. Please make something else next week. I even bought a KitchenAid mixer. I really want to make breads and things. And when you want something chocolatey, it's nice to just make something. All right, baby boos. This has been a 2.5-hour live. I am gonna go because I want to eat this. I want to mukbang. And wash up my face. And then I will go to bed. I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm gonna do bread takes too long. You're okay. I don't think that's me. I'll make with you guys. Chocolate. What is that? Chocolate. I love you guys. Thanks for being here for this ride with me. And then I do want to watch Happily Ever After and Go Live after that. I have to see if I can get the East Coast feed. Oh, that's a good one. Mickey says, ask people on your Vanity Fair to give their recipes and choose one and surprise people by which one you're going to choose. That's cute. That's really cute. I like that idea. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Truly, I appreciate it. I appreciate your thumbs up. I appreciate your super chats. I appreciate your help and guidance through this journey for me. And there's been ups and there's been downs. Really needed that water. I don't know exactly what time I'm going to go live tomorrow. It's because I have to watch the episode. And it depends on if I can get the East Coast feed or I have to wait for the West Coast feed. Anyways, thank you, my moderators. Thank you so much for everyone here. If you haven't yet, go on to Facebook, search Vanity Farah, join my Facebook group. If you have a recipe you think I should try that I can make, nothing crazy. Obviously, I messed up chocolate chip cookies, so that's where the bar is. Okay, I'll try and make them. Other than that, have an amazing night. I love you guys so much. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. The L is for lockdown. I mean, you guys are the best. I'd love talking to you, okay? I'll let you guys know when I know if I can get the East Coast feed, okay? Okay, take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Even if your art is like cake, cookies, scones, unsweetened cake, cookies, stones, okay? Sleep well, bye.